to the drunk live stream. Oh boy, today was fun. Fucking Opie and Voss, nigga. All day with these two. I had to take a shot. So we had Opie take his little shot yesterday. Then I reported on it. Then the Linda Miller went ahead and hit up Voss and said, "Hey, did you see what Opie did?" And then Voss went off on Twitter. And then Opie's last response was basically going, "Wah," something. Rich Voss, this is why not poor Voss, fucking Toon Squad. So yeah. I don't know. Do you think the Opie Voss thing will continue? I know Voss went pretty hard and Opie did like a bitch move back. I doubt it. Ugh. I've just been shopping. Can't wait to get all my shit. Looking at what? An MSI laptop, a webcam, the green screen. The already drunk. Actually, I haven't started drinking. I've been busy tonight. I know. Well, so far, Voss has fucking jumped in the lead. I mean, he just started the Opie bashing, but he's way in the lead, way above fucking Ant and Jimmy. They're doing burp into the microphone jokes. This nigga said, "You ain't funny. You stink." Like, this nigga fucking went all out right off the rip. I was thinking about it, though. Is it kind of fucked up? Not on Voss's part in responding, but I mean, obviously that you felt that way the whole time. We still took his money. But what did Voss say? He only paid for like a sixth of the movie and then got his money back with interest. I think I saw that movie. Yes, Richie Ross, I showed up. I think I saw that. Yeah, I saw that movie. Wasn't that good? The movie, half the fucking movie is Bonnie just crying. Sue Lightning or Opie. Look, we have to, Linda, we got to keep it in, or Jackson, we got to keep it in reality here. It's Opie. I mean, come on. Oh, Titty McGee. What's up? You know, I was late. Other than having to run to the liquor store, I was watching Goodfellas again. I remember, yeah, Linda. I remember my wife just looked over at me in the room. She goes, "You're watching this again?" Ever since Goodfellas has been on Netflix, I think I've watched it 12 times so far. Yeah, I mean, he had a spirit bomb. Hit this nigga with everything he had. Said, "You don't got a funny bone in your body." Jesus. Am I here? Yes, you're here. Why wouldn't you be here? Oh, wait, did my shit fuck up? Someone tell me. My RR video is messed up. Is that like my Red Ribbon Army video or something? What the fuck's that mean? Yeah, let me see if I can fucks around with it. I don't know, this is saying I'm still on. Although that little thing, it's not going up in the top corner. I wonder why. Can like none of yous hear me right now? I don't know. Let me see. Let me fuck around. Ah, there it goes. It popped up. It's on now. Now it's on. I know. Me and those dudes could have fun, battling back and forth, but they had to be cornballs. And they tried hitting the video where they called in on this channel, so dude, don't call me, don't do whatever, you're not cool. And if I pick up your call, you'll try and go, he harassed me, even though I called into him. You're gonna have to hit the Streamlabs link. On this channel, I can't get it monetized until I get 1,000 subs, so fucking YouTube and their new rules. And that asshole for fucking community guideline striking me. He hurt my feelings because I called into his show and he destroyed me. So now I'm going to do community guideline strikes against him. Sad, very sad, but whatever. You know where Sam is tonight. But I'll give advice to anyone who sees this and that dude like tries starting with you, even be friends with you. The second you say anything bad about him or something or mess around with him, he's going to do a community guideline strike against your channel. So I won't even fuck with him. Since I showed out the money, the donations will drop. I literally couldn't care anything about them. Literally couldn't care. Notice I haven't done any strikes against his channel. I can't even find his channel, to be honest. I don't even think he could. Cornball. But whatever. Yeah, so today heads up for private numbers. They can call in. I'll just hang up because I can't even take the dude's call because the second he says one word, he'll do a community guideline. He made fun of me. He said mean things. Who does that? Who calls into someone's shit and then does a community guideline strike against the person they called into? Lame. Will Artie be in Monday? Yeah. Artie ain't missing work. If they let him in work, he'll show up for it. Probably be late. If they let the door open, he's going. He needs that money. Needs that faux G's. I saw over there they hired some chick to be the co-host with the morning guy, and nobody cares. And basically, they started leading off her list of credits, and you can just tell a career that's failing. She was doing this good, then she went to this shitty job, then to this shitty job, then to this shitty job, and then she ended up at Compound Media. She's a hoe from Red Eye, yeah, I know. And that dude, Bill Schultz, he's not a little put out that they had to get him a co-host. Ramon, what's up? like if I'm doing my show at Compound, says, hey, we're going to give you a co-host, and it's going to be a hole. Wasn't that Opie and Anthony were against that whole thing where they try to push a hole on you? No, I guess times have changed. What up?
Hey, what up there?
What's good?
This is Rod, Conspiracy Rod.
Oh, you again.
You again, dude. You got a bunch of morons calling you talking about stuff. I'm talking about real shit. Like you're talking about what the Florida thing was about and the guns, and you guys, I disagreed, or you said that they're not going to get the guns, the Second Amendment. But, okay, maybe they're playing a long game, and that's just part of it. At the end game, who knows how long they're going to take guns away. But it seems like the short-term result of this whole thing is that alternative media is now being banned from YouTube because these morons who have, they are morons, they jumped all over it like the Sandy Hook thing and started calling it a hoax, or parts of it a hoax. And they're using this to ban alternative media. Big people are being banned, people with hundreds of thousands of followers. And now I guess the next one's going to be InfoWars. I mean, they're kind of mostly hokey and bullshitty, but they do break a lot of stories. And if they're gone, then who is the alternative to the media?
I know that sucks on YouTube, but I would assume if you got 100,000 subs, you got a website. You could just go to the website. Now, they will try and use it to do their little bullshit, of course. But I was talking basically just about the Second Amendment. Look, YouTube, to some degree, is already completely fucked. Like, look at me now. I'm on my second channel. Now, since they switched it to where you have to have 1,000 subs to monetize, I can't even turn on Super Chat on this second channel. So, it's already a bitch. So, I don't know. They're going to get rid of some channels. I get it. But, like
it's not getting rid of some channels. It's getting rid of opposing views. The MSM has been losing the war against alternative media. Correct? Hello?
Oh, you didn't see me nod in my head? I said yes.
Okay, I didn't see it. So, it's how are they going to get rid of these? And then people have blamed YouTube. It's like they did a test run or a proof of the concept when they went after PewDiePie of all people, right? They went after this guy who has a lot of influence just to prove. Like a proof of concept. Yeah. And they knew that the way these people will react, and it's their fault too, because they always talk, especially people like Alex Jones and these other people, how they have a playbook. So they're dangling this big, juicy bait in front of you, and you shouldn't react the way they expect you to react. And you're playing chess, not checkers, right? So they did, now they're screwed. And if they get rid of them, YouTube is just YouTube, and it's just like watching ABC, CBS, NBC.
But, like, you're right that they're using it. They were going to use anything anyway. They were already doing that. The gun thing will add on. Sure, if it wasn't a gun thing, it'd be something else. You know, we ain't talking about that Jake Paul motherfucker anyway, but they were doing it with that nigga. So, they were...
He's still on.
I know, only because we forgot about him. The focus has shifted. If we were on the gun shit now, we'd still be on him, and they'd still be doing the same thing.
No, he did that to himself. This is orchestra. I mean,
yes, but
I don't want to get you banned. I don't want to get you
no. I'm explaining something to you. He did it to himself. How they punished everyone else for what he did.
Yeah.
So they're always going to do that, whether they have an excuse or they're going to make up a bullshit excuse.
Well, they're pushing people off their platform.
I've went through. I don't know if you've seen my. I've only made like 3 videos about YouTube every time they do an adpocalypse or something. They've got, I think, over 2,000 YouTube channels that have 1 million subscribers each. For them, they're all set. And they want to move a high percentage of those 2,000 YouTube channels with over 1 million subs over to YouTube Red or a pay thing. And that's why they've done policies like you need 1,000 subs and 4,400 hours of watch time to kill off any competition for when they ultimately make that move. Because if you
mean they're going to raise that bar. I mean, that bar.
Yeah, I know they're going to raise it again. Yeah, then it's going to go to 10,000. But that's their plan. Their plan is, all right, we're going to stick the popular YouTubers over there. And if they left YouTube alone, they would all die. Because why would you pay to watch fucking the Young Turks or what the Philip DeFranco? I mean, he might be a nice guy. No one's paying to listen to his dumb show every day. And then some new Philip DeFranco is just doing it for free will come along. That's why they're trying to kill that. So this plan has already been in full effect.
Yeah, but I think that who's that? The kid is his dad's in the FBI, right? I'm not going to say his name because I want to get banned. I'm going to talk around as much as I can. The kid going around making all these interviews, his dad's in the FBI. His dad sold a $300 million company at the height of the financial crisis. And that's the same thing with the other guy, Stephen Paddock. He was a mail carrier. He worked for the IRS's auditing department, and then he's what? He's super rich. How many people do you know who are mail carriers because they're rich, or cops who sell $300 million companies?
I don't know.
See it happening in front of you, and you're powerless to do anything about it. That's why I say they have power. They do have the power.
Yeah, I just don't. In the case of the Florida thing, I'm not buying. I think it's more of the media just hyper focusing. I'll say this again. I find it so odd that the same people who say Trump is a traitor with Russia, a madman, and the police are racist want them to take all the guns. I don't get it.
To take all the guns. I don't know what the end game is, but this is a push to take guns, and it's a push to limit free speech.
But it's not even a push to take guns. It's to have Trump and the racist police take the guns. This would be like the Jews in Nazi Germany saying, hey, Nazis, we want you to take all our guns.
I don't know what comedian said it. I think it might have been Bill Burr, and it was on one of the podcasts, and he might have repeated it. And he said it's almost as if they needed 4 billion people to build whatever they built, and now they don't have any use for those billions of people, and it's time to get rid of them. Mm-hmm. So I think Bill Burr said that. Pretty sure.
I don't know what that means. What were you going with that?
You're saying what are they doing, right? You ask what they're doing. They're taking guns away. They're taking away your ability to defend yourself. They're taking away the ability for you to tell the people that they're taking away your ability to defend yourself in free speech.
Well, no. I get why the left has always wanted to do that, but I don't understand when the evil racist Donald Trump and the evil racist police who killed unarmed black men are in charge. You want them to do it. Like if this was Obama or something.
It's not left or right. It's the left and right are puppets of something bigger, something greater. The most convenient left puppet right now is on the left, right? Yeah. But it could just as easily be the right at some other point in time.
True, they did the Patriot Act and stuff.
The Patriot Act was, I remember when it happened. Shit. It would seem like a bunch of bullshit, and I couldn't believe it got passed. But it did, and we're fucked.
Yeah.
It's almost as if in 2001 when it passed, there was no such thing as Twitter. There was no such thing as YouTube or any social media platform. Google was just in its infancy. But now they've pushed the majority of people to communicate through these, which they can easily censor. It's almost like some master plan.
I know it stinks. And the worst thing is because you know how they're doing that boycott the NRA thing and boycott all the companies involved? Yeah. TYT supports that. However, I noticed one of the companies that supports it, and I've noticed recently because I've been seeing a bunch of NRA ads, is YouTube. So I put on Twitter, hey, TYT, so you're going to take your show off of YouTube now, right? Because you got to boycott them. Mm. No, they're not going to.
Google is one of the more murkier things. The two guys who created the search engine were legit computer scientists working for Stanford.
Oh, now I think he's going to give us the life history of Google.
No.
we all know how it started. It was two nerds.
Yeah, but Stanford owns the license. Any work you work, when you're working for the university and for research purposes, they own your work. So they own Google. They own the license to Google.
It's globalist.
And you don't.
No, I'm just reading the chat. Keep going.
Yeah. So you don't ever see these guys. Do you know who they are? Do you know?
I got a feeling they look like the Daft Punk guys.
But you knew who Bill Gates was, and you knew who Steve Jobs was, right? Those people are known, right?
Well, yeah.
They're the head of their company, right? You would recognize they were minor celebrities, right?
Yeah.
So they're less. It's almost like they made it a point to make these two guys unknown to the public.
Isn't one of them like Iraqi or some shit or German?
One of them is Russian. You don't even know. One of them's Russian.
Russian.
One of them's Russian.
In Russia, Google makes you. Fucking Russian. The fuck.
He's an honest to God, born in Russia guy. How old do you think the people who run Google are? How old do you think they are?
How old do I think? I know.
Yeah.
Are we talking about Google or YouTube?
Google, Alphabet Soup, they're the same thing. How old do you think they are?
30.
They're almost 50. They're 45 years old.
That actually sounds about right.
Yeah, but you said 30. Do you think you have in your mind there's some young genius guys? These guys were hardcore academics who came up with this algorithm. Somebody gave them the go-ahead. Stanford had to give them the go-ahead to monetize it. Stanford sold what the stock. How much influence does Stanford still have on it? Who runs Stanford? Who's behind that? I mean,
Stanford and Sons?
Well, who's Lamont?
Fucking, I never gave Google that much credit to be. First of all, Google, all they ever did was create a search engine. That's all they ever did. Then they fucking, then they bought YouTube and that's it. Everything else they did was a failure. You know that Google Glass thing? That fucking failed. You want to know why that failed? Because anyone who wore them looked like a fucking asshole.
The Russian guy, you know what his specialty was?
All right, I was kind of about to go off there, but yeah, you just talk.
You know what the Russian guy, his specialty was data mining, and data mining is to get profiles on people.
Is it?
They mine your data, so that's all Google's about, is getting profiles and psychological, what you do, your habits down.
Wait a minute. They mine the guy from Star Trek Next Generation?
That's not even funny, dude.
Can I finish what I was going to say?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, so they made their stupid glasses where you look like an asshole when you wear them. Then they're trying to their driverless car. First of all, every other company is going to have a driverless car, and they're going to be successful because they're car companies. And this is the problem Google falls into. Their driverless car looks fucking stupid with a spinny top thing. And that was the problem with their stupid Google glasses. They don't understand you can't just make the technology. You have to make it look good.
No, it's a proof of concept, and driverless cars won't work until they make 5G. You have to have wireless communication with the car to put all the data in it. Because the data, 4G, wherever you get this wireless done, it's not a big enough pipe to get the data for their AI to work to drive the car successfully. That's why Tesla's cars keep fucking up.
Maybe they should put the Jodie LaForge in it. Fuck yeah. Star Trek humor.
We'll never get to Star Trek level technology. That's a big pipe dream. Only like maybe 100,000 people in the world will ever get to that level.
You know, we're going to have exactly everything Star Trek did because we've seen Star Trek and now everyone will try and invent everything on Star Trek.
That's how it's working, isn't it?
That's how it works.
On Star Trek and they're trying to make it, right?
Put some spinners on it. Well, yeah, the Google one, there's a spinner. It's on top of the fucking car. Looks retarded. It looks like a fucking beehive spinning up there. I just want to... If I ever see a Google car, I'm going to punch it in the gas tank.
Yeah,
fuck Google.
That's because you need that to get the data in there to work the AI to drive the car. You got to go to 4G for it to be sexy, I guess, or more streamlined. The 5G.
Trust me, when driverless cars come, I'm only trusting the Japs. There's something about having a nuke dropped on you that makes you pump out good technology.
But But it looks like the Chinese are going to be in control of that.
Are they? Maybe there's something like, maybe like those countries are so uniform because when everyone else looks like you, and you have no real competition because like all their dicks are just 2 inches. Maybe it's something like
you've been in the East. You know that a Chinese guy hates a Japanese guy hates a Chinese guy, and everybody hates Koreans. Dude. You know how much they hate each other.
No, they don't. They can't tell the difference either. The fuck out of it. They don't know. I could walk 50,000 Koreans down in China. They couldn't tell each other apart. That's all bullshit.
But they talk mad shit about each other.
Well, yeah, they talk shit like us Americans talk shit about Canadians. Fuck them. But if like a Canadian walking down the street, I couldn't tell he's Canadian. The same thing over there. My boy Cho is Korean, lived in Japan his whole life. They can't tell the difference. Nobody can.
Maybe they can.
What?
Maybe they can.
The only people, you want to know who they hate? They hate like Filipinos and people from Guam because they're like the niggas of Asian people, because they're like, ever notice sometimes you'll see like a really browned Filipino.
They hate jungle Asians. They're not jungle Asians, and they hate jungle Asians.
They got jungle fever.
Yeah, jungle Asians are Filipinos, Vietnamese, Lao Asians, and all those motherfuckers.
Like I said, the first time I never knew what a Filipino was till I went to boot camp and my senior chief was. And the whole time I was like, why is this Chinese guy speaking Spanish? It made no sense to me.
Hey, man, lumpia is pretty fucking cool, but they all make an egg roll and they call it something different, right? It's fucking lumpia. It's fucking egg roll.
I remember at boot camp seeing the little Filipino chicks. They all look like they're fucking 12. I remember at the shooting range seeing some chick who looked like a 10-year-old trying to shoot a shotgun. I was like, what the fuck is happening? I was afraid she was going to shoot it and fly it across the fucking room.
Is that why a lot of retired military guys go retire to Philippines so they can get that little boy look?
Nah, honestly, that's just the easiest place to meet chicks. Dude, I remember half the officers and chiefs, all their wives are Japanese chicks. Yeah, they're...
So what do you put on this? Discard the jungle Asians. Okay, you got Korean chicks, Japanese chicks, Chinese chicks.
It's hard to
rank them.
Well, I gotta rank them.
1 to 3. Who's top? Who's bottom? Who's middle?
I can't distinguish between the gooks. Sorry, but what I was saying about, because they're all married to Japanese chick because all our bases are there, so they get stationed there. They meet some fucking chick in some shitty rice paddy and be like, "You want to come to America?" And then they say yes, and they end up marrying some fat fucking 40-year-old ugly senior chief. And then the second he goes out to see that bitch is in the club, and then I end up fucking her. Oh wait, Okinawa, Cusco, Tokyo, wherever the Kitty Hawk is. I know over there. But they had to change the rules on that ship. That's why nobody in the Navy wants to get stationed there, because the ship is permanently stationed in Japan, but you're not allowed to live off ship. Because some asshole raped and murdered some Japanese chick, and they got strict curfew. It's a bit, because usually when a ship is stationed somewhere, everyone on the ship goes and gets in an apartment. So that's why everyone hates living in Japan. In the Navy, at least.
Yeah, the Navy. Anyway, dude. So what's going on with you have experience in the criminal justice system. How much longer can Artie bullshit the court before they go in and arrest him?
Forever. He's rich. That's it.
I didn't get away with it, right?
Yeah, he's rich, and I said, when the crime stick shit, they were basically fines I had to pay.
Yeah.
Like I said, if I had a lawyer who just said, He'll pay you $500,000. That's what they'll take.
And what's with Opie picking fights with people who he can't win against, like Rich Voss? How is he going to win that fight?
He never thought Voss would hear it. And that's honestly it.
It's not giving his podcast any kind of credit, is it? That you don't think anybody's going to hear it.
Well, he did it on his Instagram Live. He just thought no one was going to hear it. So.
No. And then and then you made his. Have you got any flashback about talking shit about his brother's restaurant?
No.
Quote unquote.
Well, another reason why I fucking hate Reddit. If you go over there now, it's all F.H. Riley's. Oh, let's do fake Yelp. When I did mine, when I first started my channel, I did a fake Yelp review of his brother's restaurant because his brother fucked with me. I was just sitting on Twitter, then all of a sudden his brother hits me up. Hey, I want to do a call-in interview. So I went to I wasn't even going to do it here. I was going to go over to my boy's house who has the green screen, the whole setup. And I was setting it all up. Then last second he goes, no, I canceled. Never mind. Fuck you. And then
it's telling that he's trying to get his pops in some other restaurant and he didn't want to bring the cameras into his brother's restaurant. Wouldn't it make business sense, synergy sense to have the podcast in the restaurant you fucking own?
No, because people would be able to find it because they know about his brother's restaurant. You notice they don't. When they do the pop-up show, they announce it halfway through the pop-up show. If he said, I'm doing a pop-up from F.H. Riley's, people could just show up there.
Isn't that the point?
No, he doesn't want people showing up there. He knows he's hated.
It's a filthy, dirty restaurant.
To be fair, his restaurant's probably on par, or if not, a little bit above what every restaurant gets rated. I remember being out to sea, right? And when I went down to the galley, I saw a cockroach this big crawl up the thing. And right before we went to go off, on the mooring line to the ship, you just see rats going. I remember in the eating mess on the hangar bay, there were birds, and I remember a lieutenant talking to someone else next to me. He goes, oh, well, those birds are with us for the world tour because once we go out to the middle of the sea, they can't fly away from the ship.
No. Well, that's what you do when you're in the military. You eat, and you eat the most disgusting food in the most disgusting places, and you just roll with it, man. You're going to die.
Yeah, plus you got to remember when I was out there wasn't no smartphones and Twitter and shit.
Well, I guess, man. Well, it's been interesting talking tonight. I hope you get better callers than that. Mark Calista, you're still a bitch. You're still a bitch, Mark Calista.
Oh, shit. Yourself. Oh, shit. He's calling out Mark Calista. What's the beef?
All right, man. Later, Kyle.
Man, what's your problem with Mark? Oh, he hung up. I don't know, Mark. He said, fuck you. I don't know why. If Opie was there, I may not have Opie skills. Oh, hi, Mark. They used to take a bird on board to find land. Well, yeah, this isn't fucking 1488, though. It's like I remember pigeons and fucking seagulls just living in the hangar bay. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. Like, I love that movie, but you know who would have been perfect to play him? That James Franco did a great job. And it only got made because it was his passion piece. But you would have known who would have been perfect to have played him. Tommy Wiseau. His name is Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger looks exactly like that motherfucker. Heath Ledger would have been perfect to have played him. In the face, he looks like him. So if you throw on long black hair on Heath Ledger, he would have been perfect to play that fucking guy. But he's dead, and James Franco did do a great job. Conspiracy. You think he sucks? Yeah, not that far off from you. Well, he did say on Jimmy Kimmel that he is from Europe. He didn't say exactly where, but he's probably from like fucking Belgium. Yeah, Heath Ledger would have been. Go look at a side by side of Tommy Wiseau and Heath Ledger. They got the same face, so. It's from Poland. Fucking Polak, like the Iceman. I just watched that movie today, too. Well, I've seen it before, but they put that on Netflix with Michael Shannon, who I don't really like as an actor, but he's great. I forgot James Franco's in that movie, too. He does a quick little scene where Mike Shannon kills him. He's from France, born in Poland. So he's a Polish Frenchie? And Ray Liotta's in that movie too. Iceman's a good movie. I like that scene. That's that fucking scene. The one with James Franco. He's begging for his life and he makes him pray. I got a call coming in. What
Hey, SaiyanZ, man.
It's good. Who's this?
I number, brother.
Oh, it was good.
Hey, conspiracy dude from Chicago, man. I don't know.
You hate him?
Dude. Thoughts?
I like someone who I can take a step back and let them just talk for a second, even if they are insane. He's not that insane. He's not that off. I don't know if he's not completely conspiracy. I mean, like I agree with the shit he says. I mean, YouTube is trying now. I think he's a little too specific. They're just doing it about the guns. No, they try and do about everything, but it's not that I disagree with him. But
what was it, like 4 days ago? 5? I don't know. He said like World War II ended. What was it? October of 1946.
Yeah.
Right then and there, I'm like, all right, I'm done with you. And I was like, all right, I want to hear what this guy has to say. I really did. I was like, oh, this guy's, he's into UFOs and crap. He's like, World War II, and the end of the night, and Richie Ross, of course, is just like all over that because he was probably fighting that battle. He was probably right on the beaches of Iwo Jima at that point.
How old do you think Richie Ross is? Goddamn.
Was raising the flag. I think he was like raising the flag at Iwo Jima.
You think he was in the movie Letters of Iwo Jima?
I think he was a band of brothers. No, I like the conspiracy dude in a way. He's funny.
Well, I don't know. Wait, is he the same guy though who did his conspiracy thing, but then was arguing with me about Trump?
No, I think conspiracy dude's just all about like.
So that was another caller? Was that the last one or the one before the last one?
No, I think conspiracy dude's different.
Oh, okay.
I think Chicago's conspiracy guy was like going on about like. He also went on about like the CIA wasn't formed. Maybe I don't know. Like somebody said like the CIA wasn't even formed in World War II. It's like, dude, the OSS was what the CIA was in World War II. People don't know the history. This guy doesn't know his history. Mm-hmm. But whatever.
World War II, Great War.
It was.
I don't think as interesting as World War One, though. I find World War One way more interesting, way more compelling.
Why?
The mass of countries involved in it, the different theaters in it, the technology at the time of just the shitty planes, but they're great, like
biplanes.
Yeah, real dog fights. Like I used to play this game called Red Baron on fucking the computer. Oh, I love that World War II dogfight. It's just your shitty biplane with your machine guns, and that's all you had. They had no parachute, so you can't even like punch out.
Dude, back then they used to, in World War One, they used to drop bombs. They literally used to like hold the bomb before they dropped it over the city. The person would hold the bomb, and then they would drop it over the city. It was like it might land where it was supposed to, but it was kind of it was crazy. But also it had the fucking chlorine gas. World War One was crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot more interesting. Way more countries involved. But it was the first time I think modern warfare entered into old school war mentality.
Okay, let's talk about this.
We still fought it like an old school war, but we had modern war. So like today we would put a group like 23 Marines and they'd go through it. It wasn't like that. It was still, you get mad niggas, they get mad niggas, we attack, but we got modern weapons. Like, that's what's so interesting about it. They fought it old school, but with newer type weapons.
Have you ever read about like the American Civil War battles? Because the American Civil War, you had like, they did the same thing. They massed troops like they did in the Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
But, the thing is, they had rifled the guns. Because in the Revolutionary War, muskets, going on. Civil War was actually
And
leader of Austria-Hungary, which was this kind of amalgamation of a few different countries like Serbia and Austria. And he was his leader, and the Serbians were pissed at him. They're like, we want to be our own people. So this Serbian nationalist shot him and his wife. And that started the war because the Serbians were like, they were supported by the Russians, and the Austrian-Hungarians were supported by the Germans.
yeah.
And then alliances, because the Russians were in alliance with the French, and the Austrians were in alliance with the Germans, so it all fell into place that everything was like a dom. Ever see those dominoes when they all fall together?
Yeah.
That's what it was like, because all the alliances just went, and everybody just got into a war. They're like, oh, why are we in this war? Because we're in these alliances.
Donna saying, shut the fuck up with the history lesson.
Right.
How about this, Donna? You know whose movie I want to see? Like, we've seen Alexander the Great. We saw Gladiator, 300. You know whose movie would really be a great war movie I wish they would do? Napoleon.
Yeah, Napoleon, he's been done. But, yeah, it'd be great to have a modern day.
Yeah, I'm talking about modern day reproduction.
Not Waterloo. I want to see the retreat from Russia in the modern day movie capabilities with all the winter scenes and the horrific, like.
Well, I want to see the whole thing, but modern day.
Yeah, because like, why can't they do like? Because you have these great movie abilities basically now. But why can't they do awesome history scenes like the retreat from Russia?
Now, wait. What year was Napoleon around?
Well, he's
18. What?
French Revolution, kind of 1789. He took over because the French Revolution got too crazy, so they needed somebody who could like. They needed a badass.
How about this? I know a book that would.
It was around 1799, 1800.
All right.
He took it.
I read a great book once called The Montague Service. It's a book about this chessboard, and they bounced it throughout history. And it went from Napoleon to what Benedict Arnold was doing at the time. Like, during Napoleon time, a lot of famous people were still living. I think if like they made that book into a movie, it'd be a great fucking movie.
Hey, how about a movie about Benedict Arnold, man? Benedict Arnold was one of the greatest.
Yes, Richie Ross, I read a book.
Washington ever had. Washington had the greatest general in Benedict Arnold. He went up to Quebec. He fought against the British in Quebec. He won the Battle of Saratoga. Basically, it was the badass general, but they screwed him over.
Why is she wearing a toga or something?
No, Benedict Arnold was the best general the Continental Army ever had, but they screwed him over, so he went to the British side.
See, a Benedict Arnold defender? Would he support Russia and Putin?
He have been a star of the past. I think he's the best general the Continental Army ever had. And you can read that in your history, brother. But I mean, did they ever teach you in the Navy, like, were they like, all right, we're going to have a history class about the Navy and its history?
Yeah, you're just going to find out. They give you a little book, and it has everything you got to learn for boot camp. It's naval history, your 10 general orders. That's about it.
So who's your favorite admiral of all time?
Fuck if I know. I don't remember any of it. I don't even remember my 3rd general order. What was it? To relieve my post only when properly relieved? Or I don't. I've been out of it for a while.
I know. I think in World War II, though, what was it, Admiral Spruance and Halsey, they were these...
Admiral Mike Cock.
Yeah. Admiral...
Steve Jones, great line.
Admiral Unbleached. Sorry.
You say Admiral Unbleached?
Yeah, no. He's a name who can't go mention.
I know. So lame what he did.
But you know what? The dude, how many views are you getting tonight?
None. But we can't talk about him. He'll try and hit this video. He'll try and hit it with community guideline. They made fun of me.
Dude, some big news today in the Voss thing and everything. Big news today. And you got total big news this weekend. You had a great weekend, I thought, with Artie in the hospital and the Voss shit.
I know, but I'm just... Because I'm so close to having my whole setup, I'm like, oh, I just can't wait to have, the laptop, green screen, do it all right. But it sucks, though. I'm going to have to do it from this second channel.
I know.
And then later I have to put it up on it. But at least it'll go a lot faster, because I'm going to have to wait till fucking tomorrow in the morning when all this is processed to even throw it up on my main channel.
Well...
And now, like, my live streams are looking whack because I'm just posting it on my main channel, so I'm only getting, like, 300 views, and they're not counting the people who watched at the time.
What was it, last night's live stream was fucked. It was, like, one little view for a comment, and it would take another little... It was like going back to the musket. It was like going from an auto to
I know, right?
Load it up.
Fucking... Oh, yeah, I gotta hit up Tab. The fuck he's doing?
Are you fucking serious?
Well, he's supposed to call in here, but I don't think Tef's been doing his own shit.
Wait, dude, I watched that Tef thing from 2 weeks ago. Why would you ever hit him up again, ever?
We kind of made up.
How did that happen? I missed that show.
We made up because I thought he was the one who was banned me from the thing, and he said he wasn't, and then he just said he wanted to make up because we were supposed to go on some other thing. I forget his fucking. He does some football podcast. Tef never showed from that, but then he hit me on Twitter saying, "Why do we go on that when me and you get more views in 10 seconds than they do?" So I got his point, kinda.
Dude, I just hated his above it all way. You remember on that thing you did 2 weeks ago with him, where you were at it with him?
Yeah.
I just hated how he was so like, dude, let's bring up the stats. He was so above it all. It annoyed me. I'm like, just fucking indict in a funny way. But he was like doing his like bring up the stats, slow talking, and I don't know. But if you're friends with him, that's cool.
I'm not friends with him. I'm just saying.
Whatever.
My only problem with him was I thought he was the one who banned me from the Reddit, but he explained to me he's like 8th down. He has no control over it, and like for some reason he like sort of dropped off.
Probably doesn't. I think Tef will drop off in the long run.
No, I mean, I think he dropped off from doing his stream even. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so, man. I think so. I think Tef's going to go, by the way. I think Jim and him, I think all these guys, but I think you're going to be the one left.
I hope Jim and Ham's left. Can't find a Jim and Ham.
Hey, Linda Miller. Hey, fucking Penelope, Richie Ross, you're all great. Love y'all. Tie Club.
All right.
Hey, see you, man.
Peace. Oh, someone said something positive out the door instead of just fuck Mark Galista. What was his problem with you, Mark? I know. They love the Voss train. When is it going to be on Netflix? What happened with Vox? I don't know what happened with Vox. Let me in. I was thinking about private number. I wonder if it's gonna be this corn. Oh fuck. Hello.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Dude, you're doing a fake voice.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yo, what the fuck that's for? What's your voice, motherfucker? Your voice real? You drunk ass. You be getting drunk, you be talking shit like you. My voice is. How the fuck do you know what my voice be talking like?
Unfortunately. Lame. But like I said, I would love to take their call. But they will community guidelines strike my video. They tried getting my video from this channel too. But they just age restricted it, which is a bitch too, but like, dude, how you call into my show then do a community guideline strike? His voice is more black than mine. His voice is more black than mine. He's like, yo, need some fried chicken, some watermelon, some yuckle. You used to think I was a fat white guy? I got another call coming in. Who's this? What up? They hung up. I got private number calling in again. What up?
Hey, how's it going?
Who's this?
This is Jim.
It's good.
Cool. I wanted to speak about the War of 1812.
You want to talk about what?
The War of 1812.
Did you?
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. Sorry. So, you like Bleach?
No.
Yeah? You like Bleach?
No. Nobody does.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it, Blackie.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, tell me.
Is this what two people are watching in their suits by?
Don't give me a hard time about it, all right? Okay? You wanted to mess with me, so now you must deal with the consequences. Means you go on your fake channel and you do your thing, all right? I see you, but you got bleached.
Did I?
That's right. Stop with all your Negro uniform. Knock it off. You're bleached.
Whoa. Wow. Oh, probably.
Yeah, we do. We do. And it's your ass.
Oh my God, he tried a fake voice.
Oh my God, shut up. All right, you can't even make coherent sentences, you drunk bastard.
All right, since you're going to community guidelines strike this, let me just answer.
If you want to play...
There's a reason why you do Twitch,
Don't try to talk
and you got two people watching you,
You got...
and you failed at life, and you're actually trying at this, and you failed again.
Failed about what?
And now the worst part of me is that you put my name in your titles but only get 10 views, which is sad.
Oh, shut up.
I feel bad for me, honestly, not you. You're nobody always going to be.
Cares about you.
But you have to put my name in the title and get 10 views. So I feel bad for me.
Yeah, well, why
It's sad.
Mick
And you're a
Rich,
snitch.
you dirty bastard.
And you're probably going to community guideline strike this even though you called into me. Like, what bitch does that?
That's probably why.
So you're a snitch.
You asked.
So what you do is you call on the channels, you get owned, and then you do community guideline strikes. You go, you made fun of me because I called in and I failed. I mean, I'm not funny. That's why I only get 10 subs after 10 years.
That's right.
And then you go, I failed. So sad.
With your chicken nuggets from McDonald's.
Chicken nuggets.
Dirty bastard. You got your goddamn income tax.
Hate chicken nuggets. Don't like chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets stink.
Well, you supersized it, don't ya?
They don't have super size anymore. Oh, what a failure. And here's the thing. He'll now community guideline strike this. Ooh, I'm going to call from Rhode Island. What's going on here? Oh, wait. Is this somebody I know calling me? Is this going to be a personal call? Hello? Oh, they hung up. That might have been my mom calling or something. Oh, wait. Rhode Island's calling in again. Watch this be my fucking mom or something. I don't think that's my mom's number. Hello?
Hello, on the phone.
Hello?
Hello, you're on the Chinese phone.
No. What part of Rhode Island are you from?
I'm in the Pawtucket, 206 Newport Avenue.
You're from 206 Newport Avenue?
I'm outside the house now. You want condo, please? Thank you.
What's the name of your Chinese restaurant? Here's the crazy thing. I don't know if that was a real call. Wait. Did someone from my house order Chinese? The craziest thing is that might actually be a real call. Oh yeah, all right, here we go. Here's another caller. What up?
Yeah, I just want to say one thing, that I hate Richie Ross and I hate Linda Miller. I hate both of them.
Oh, who's this? Oh, this called in, they hate yous. And hung up. Goddamn. How many phones? Mine, basically, Richie Ross. My mom sounds like a fake Chinese man. That Chinese guy might have been real, though. Hate is such a strong word, you don't use it. My only callers are bleached cunts. No. Yeah. All right, so I'm doing a clock. Does anyone else want to call in? Because now I'm about to go upstairs, play some Madden. I hit him up on Twitter twice tonight. That's why another reason why I just started late, and I gave him my number. I guess he just didn't want to call in, the docs dude. Oh wait, 401 again. Is this the same number as that? Yeah, it is. Or if he does a different accent, it wasn't really the Chinese guy. What up?
I think maybe I have wrong house. I come to a house, knock door. They said they on order Chinese food.
Okay.
You order Chinese?
No.
Why have order for Chinese for this number?
I don't know.
Oh,
That's fake. Did someone say, why don't I give out this guy's thing? Put it in YouTube. I mean, how hard is it to spell a word? Someone pranked him. I used to do that when I was a kid. We'd call it the Chinese food. It was a place called China Inn, I believe. I was a kid, and we used to call them and go, "Hello, Chinese food." We'd just scream, "Fucking chinks!" And then hang up the phone. And then we did it a few more times, and we go, "Fucking chinks!" And the lady would go, "No, you fucking chink, goddammit." And then one time I got really high and did it, and then it hit, what was it, *67 to hide your phone number? And they called back and they caught me. Well, it's not very nice. I was like fucking 12, so what do you want from me? Now, wasn't *69 to find someone's number? I think, wasn't it *67 to block your number when you called someone? I think *67 blocked your number, to be honest with you. I was a brat. Well, I was an only child, so. Yeah, that's what I thought. B67. It was *67 to block your number. You give out your talk show number? No. Either someone from Rhode Island was fucking with me, or they called a person to fuck with my thing, or that was really Chinese. I don't know. Kyle was an only child because your mom got piped out from a black guy and he bounced on her. He bounced on her fat stomach. I missed what's UFC on tonight? And I didn't hear a good enough fight card, to be honest with you. I would have checked it out. Oh, private number. We had the last gasp of a channel that never made it.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
What's good?
I ain't that much. This is Andy from Tennessee.
It was good.
Hey, yeah, man, I'm listening to the show. What the fuck is going on, man? You got some crazy people calling in there today.
Yeah.
I thought I was the craziest.
Mm.
Now, listen, the one thing I want to ask you about is, excuse me, you really think this Sue Lightning is going to get $2 million? Come on.
Sue Lightning? You mean Sandy Kane?
Oh, yeah, Sandy Kane. Let's say he's probably fucking both of them. But, yeah, the bitch they pulled the chair out on. $2 million, that's a little frivolous, isn't it?
Now, I think she will get a settlement though.
Yeah, but it ain't $2 million.
No, I ain't gonna be no fucking two. I do think it could be like 100 G's though.
Get the fuck out of here for a pulled-out chair.
It's on video. The bitch is elderly. I think that's all that matters. And like Keith the Cop said, I didn't intend to do it, but intent doesn't matter.
Right. No, I got that. But the time that it took in regards to her to place it, I think she might get like $500.
Like, because her other lawsuits were frivolous, like Opie broke my guitar, whatever. Even if you watch the clip, she goes, "Oh shit, that hurt," and I got fit. She's an old fucking lady. So
that's true. But she didn't go to the doctor. I mean, come on, you watch this.
And plus, at the time she sued Opie and Anthony, their reputation wasn't racist, tranny, fucking drunk guy who beats up his girlfriend.
At that time.
At that time, it wasn't that. So.
But if she would have claimed it, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I think she might get $1,000, maybe $2,000. I'm
thinking, like I said, if she's smart, I'm thinking $100,000 settlement.
Wow, man! If that's the case, we're in the wrong business, man. We got to go get our chairs pulled out, shit falling on our
And plus, I also think Anthony's being being sued by Danny Golightly still.
He probably that one. I think is definitely real.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he might just, because I'm talking settlement because Anthony can't be stupid enough to go through a trial.
I see what you're saying. So you're thinking just to eliminate anything, just throw money.
Just get rid of her. Look, you pulled the chair. She's an old lady. She did get hurt. There's too many.
I don't know how much money? No matter how much money he's got, come on, $100,000 is crazy. If that was me, I'd fight it. But,
it's crazy, but I mean, it's on video. They did profit off of the video.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that part.
They didn't laugh at her. I mean, everything she's saying in the thing is technically true. She's an old fucking lady. They pulled her chair out.
It's been like, what, a year? Like 2 years?
It's been 2 years, but even still, it's on video. That's the thing. If it's 2 years or anything else, but it's on fucking video. They pulled the chair. They all start laughing their asses off. And then the jury or judge is going to read, "Oh, yeah, this is racist Anthony who fucking beat up his girlfriend." I'm thinking the settlement is and Anthony is known to settle.
Well, yeah.
Now it just depends what she'll take. Like I'm saying, if it was me, in my lawyer could if it was the same situation, old white lady who probably get 100,000. She might do it for cheaper, probably will, but she could get 6 figures out of it.
Wow,
because it's all on video.
Well, I think if she had a doctor that said that she had some sort of, like tailbone.
Oh, of course, dude, she was she's fucking 70. Of course she has the injury. Fucking 70-year-old lady doesn't fall over and not have an injury.
Hell no. You know that bitch gets an injury when she's young.
But the fact they pulled the chair out, she fell, they laughed. It's on tape. That's it.
All right, now listen, I didn't catch the beginning of your show. What do you think about Rich Voss and this goddamn Opie dumbass? I think Rich Voss would be his man. What do you think?
That'd be an interesting fight.
Rich would beat his ass.
I have stuck to out of Opie and Anthony and Jim Norton. Opie would beat the shit out of them because they're pussies. Although Opie's a pussy too. Who'd win in a fight? I don't know how tall Rich Voss is in real life. Could they all make fun of him how short he is?
I think Rich Voss got a lot more to prove.
I'd have to
biting ankles and all that shit.
I'd have to see how tall they are in real life.
I don't know if that really doesn't matter. I mean, he'll go at him at the torso. Bite his ankles, whatever the fuck he's got to do. I think he did it.
Maybe.
But
height advantage does matter though. I'd have to see.
Yeah. And Opie deleted it, so he's obviously scared.
Yeah, of course. But then he went back on Twitter and did the WAD thing, which is a lame comeback.
I didn't see that part. I gotta check that out.
Check out my videos.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, man.
The last one, Opie responds to Rich Voss.
Cool, I'll check it out. No, I just tuned in and I heard them guys telling you about drinking bleach. You think that motherfuckers is real? You think who that was real on there?
They could be real. It doesn't matter. They've been doing this for 10 years. They got 10 subs.
You think it's one of their flunkies? Because they were like getting a little hard on.
No, they don't have flunkies. They don't have an audience, and like I would have no problem. I'd battle with them openly and fine, but the community guidelines struck the 3 videos in which they were talked about. They hit the 2 videos on my other channel, and then this last video where they called and they hit in. So the only 3.
Their voice coming out here trying to say stupid shit, but acting like it ain't them.
The only 3 videos I got community guideline strikes from are the 3 videos where that cornball called in. And I know how I know how that works. You have to timestamp where you were talked about. So never again with that dude. He could have been cool. And I've been in with battles before. I know. Trust me. I tried using that. I tried saying he called into me. They didn't.
Right.
A community guideline. They don't care. That's what I'm saying. You can community guideline anybody. It doesn't matter. But no one does it.
If I call into you and you say some shit I don't like, I can time for the fuck you.
Yes. But YouTubers don't do that to each other. We don't.
Right. Exactly.
I can community guideline strike Teft and he can do it to me. We don't do it because we're not fucking cornballs.
No, you got to. You're going for bigger things, man. These guys, they're scrounging for scraps. That's all that is. But just keep doing your thing. Don't even pay any attention. I think every time you speak their name or you even pay any attention to them at all, you're giving them.
Exactly. And I would have gladly did it until they did that gay shit. So
don't even take their call. If you hear something that sounds funny, just hang up on the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's what I would do. Because all they're trying to do is get attention. They'll probably replay your clip with them busting your balls.
Yeah.
But
all right, thanks for calling in.
Like if they pull some shit where they're saying something to you, can you turn them in, or you ain't even gonna do it?
No, I can't even find their channel. How would I turn them in? I don't care enough to.
I got you.
I don't care.
All right, man.
Enough
Keep doing your thing, bro.
All right, thanks.
Peace out.
What'd you say last time, Linda? Linda, it's not even no YouTubers do that. No YouTubers who battle do community guideline strikes. That doesn't happen. That just doesn't happen. And since they're not YouTubers, because they've been doing this for 10 years and they got 10 subs, they don't know that. But that's just something that's not done. Like an unspoken agreement. You don't do that. Like I said, I could hit Tef could hit me. I could hit Opie. Opie could hit me. They could all hit me. I could all hit anyone. It doesn't matter. It's just not done because why would it be done? No one even thinks it. That's not even a thought in a YouTuber's mind to do that to someone else. But for them it was, and they failed, and now they wonder why I can't talk about them because they had to be cornballs. We're here. We're queer. We want some beer. Jackie the Joker? You mean Jackie the Joke Man? Yes, Linda, that was a good call. And honestly, I think we're going to end it on the good call. And so I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll probably be doing some more videos and stuff, whatever. You know, doing my thing. Chilling. Kyle, you're going to the AA show to sit on the bleachers? No, because it would have me arrested. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in on the second channel. This will be up on the main channel, of course, tomorrow morning about. Thanks for watching. And thanks for everyone who called in. Are you crazy fucks? Some of y'all babble too much about irrelevant shit. Some of you said some great shit. And thanks for watching. Mark, I won't even waste the time, to be honest with you. But you're having fun.